And we're back. Hi guys, this is Secret Mustache and welcome to day 183 of 365 days of games. Tonight's game is the Novelist. The Novelist. It's a cool game that I picked up a long while back and it looked like a cool game. Again, I've told this story before with a bunch of games. Got it at the right price on the Steam Summer Sale and it just kind of sat in my library for fucking ever. I've played exactly 1 minute of it, so let's play about 60 minutes of it and give it an actual try. Seems like a cool game. Select difficulty stealth. The Kaplans will be able to see you, so stay out of sight. Story: the Kaplans won't be able to see you, so explore freely. I guess it is a stealth game. Story: this seems like easy mode, so we'll go with normal. Like to play through a brief tutorial. It is recommended for new players. Abso-floggin-lutely. The Novelist. Somebody's at the door.
This is it.
Wow, look at this place.
Still can't believe the deal we got.
There's a reason you got that deal. You're living with Novelists.
Right up there, buddy.
Oh, what? Forward, backward, move left, move right, mouse, look around. Okay, so your normal basic controls. Look at the letter on the dining room table and read it by pressing space. Dining room table, dining room, dining room, dining room, dining room. They don't read it for me. I have to fucking read it. Mr. Kaplan, welcome to your home for the summer. We're very excited to have you. This is one of our most popular properties, and I'm sure you and your family will have a memorable visit. We have you booked through August 31st. Your security deposit has cleared, and our cleaning service freshened everything up on Saturday. You can buy groceries at McClendon's in town. And if you'd like to eat dinner out, there are quite a few restaurants on Meridian Avenue, just off Fairview. If you have any questions, or if you run into any trouble at all, please don't hesitate to call Pete Fuller, Hannigan Rentals, Sydney Bluffs, Oregon? Question mark? Look at the light fixture and press space to possess it. Whoa, freaky man. The Kaplans can't see you while you're possessing a light fixture, so possession is the safest way to explore. You can jump from one light fixture to another in order to move through the house unseen. Ah, that's pretty nice. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty fucking sweet. Wow, freaky. Okay. To reach the office upstairs. Alright. Michael? 6 days
We'll be
later.
back in a little bit.
Okay.
Your goal in each chapter is to figure out the dilemma facing Dan in real life and decide how he should resolve the situation. Each member of the family desires a different outcome, and it's up to you to decide which path to take. If you remain undetected and learn the desires of more than one character, you can uncover compromises that will help the family. Okie dokie. Writer's block 1. After a week at the house, the what? Return to the office upstairs and look for a clue. Dan's journal is on the desk. Read it.
Writer's block. I can't believe I just wrote that.
Nice.
Writer's block. There, again. Those two words are apparently the only damn thing I can write. I don't think it's been this bad since high school. Mr. Holder's class, essay about Faulkner. Dan Kaplan, little-known author of Tramer's Way and Windsong, has run out of steam. Closed my eyes last night and saw a literary register article about myself. That was the first line. Paul wants 3 chapters next week, and so far I've got 2,000 words so sloppy I can barely read them. I cannot blow my schedule. Paul said Grovefield's been very clear about what comes next if I keep slipping deadlines. Why did this happen as soon as we got here? This was supposed to simplify things, but so far it's been nothing but staring at a blank page. Maybe a walk will help, or a long drive, or a drink.
Well, I mean, you wanted to write the book, buddy. I think I can safely turn the volume up. I think the music's at a pretty good volume. The voice we'll put at 10, because it doesn't happen all the time, and sound effects we'll put at 7. How about that? Each character has a number of writings or drawings to discover. You found one of Dan's. Now that you know what's troubling him, you should search the house for him to discover more about his dilemma. Look for Dan in the upstairs bedroom. How to get in? Ah, there we go. Oh, wrong bedroom. Damn it. Come on, why can't I? Why cannot? Shirt on a Burke. Or is that the bathroom? I think it is the bathroom, but still. Anything? Alright, nothing. When you look at a character, you can press space to see what they're thinking about. Okay. Look at Dan and press space to read his thoughts. Alright, where is Dan? Where is Dan? Oh, there is Dan. This doesn't work. The cloud around Dan's head indicates that he's remembering specific moments from the past. You have the ability to explore his memories to learn more about the current chapter. Approach Dan from behind and press space to enter his memory. Just keep it together. Just keep it together. Now that you've entered Dan's memory, you can explore it freely. Follow the sounds to locate different moments that are on his mind. When you find a specific moment, press space to uncover more about what's troubling Dan in this chapter. You can exit Dan's memory whenever you wish, and you can return to it anytime anytime. What? Does that sentence make sense? Let me read this again. Whew. You can exit Dan's memory whenever you wish, and can return to it anytime Okay, so they fucked up. I just wanted to make sure, because sometimes I read things wrong. I can admit that, but that doesn't make sense. And can return to it anytime by approaching him from behind and pressing space. Okay. Ooh. Memories.
coming here will help.
It's 2 out of 3. Let's see. It was making like a high pitch. Up, up. Hear it. Is it the bathroom? Does the bathroom give you the memory?
Tommy rode into town with me today. He saw some kids his age playing on the swings at the park, and I could tell he wanted to go play with them. It got me thinking, did we swing the pendulum too far just to get him away from those bullies? Kids can bounce back quick sometimes. What if this is the worst thing we could have done? Then he asked how Daddy's book was going, and without even thinking, I said, "Great, my man." Felt awful right away. It's a white lie, sure, but why not be honest? When he was younger, he was just a bundle of physical needs, but now he's like a mental, emotional sponge. He's around Linda and me all the time, and I can see him changing every day in 1,000 small ways. That scares the hell out of me. What am I teaching him with a white lie?
You have found all of the moments in this character's memory. You can come back and re-examine them at any time, or you can exit and explore other characters' memories. Okay. Yeah. Wait, this is the memory. Exit.
Dan, we're back.
Hey, Mommy. Hey.
Now that Linda and Tommy are home, you should look for their clues, discover what's on their minds, and explore their memories. Remember to stay out of their sight and use possession to keep from alerting the Kaplans. If you remain undetected, you can earn additional opportunities to influence their story. Sweet. Oh. Alice listens in on the phone call. Problem. Ruined sympathy for Alice. Solvable? Probably not. Too cheap and easy. Scene at the lake. Alice sees them there. Could definitely work. Comeuppance for Scott. Alice stays innocent. Sarah sees who Scott really is. Yeah, I think that works. Okay. You can always press tab to see your progress and find out what you need to do to move forward. Press escape to view the help screen, or just options like your screen size, mouse sensitivity, blah blah blah. You've discovered enough about this character to find out how they want to resolve this chapter. Read their thoughts to learn how you can help them. Okay. God. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan, I hope this reaches you before you leave for the summer. I know we went over this in my office, but I think Tommy is a wonderful child, and I'll feel better putting my recommendation in writing. Children develop at different speeds, and Tommy shows no signs of a serious learning disorder. So the most important thing is to be patient and supportive. Make sure he does his reading exercises each day in a calm, loving environment. Make sure not to show disappointment when he struggles, which he will at first. Show encouragement when he succeeds, as self-confidence is critical at this age. If he fails to make progress with the exercise I've included, you may want to take him to a local pediatrician for further recommendations. I hope this is of some help. I look forward to seeing Tommy this September. Mr. McMillan. McMillan and Son. Oh shit, there's something right here too. Oh, can I not look at it? Because he's right here. Oh wait, there.
Barb, how are things? Is school still taking up all of your time, or is anything new going on? We've been up here for a week or so, and I can already tell it's going to be great for painting. There are hardly any distractions, and this house has a room they called the conservatory in the brochure, which really just means it has a lot of windows. Whatever they call it, it's a great space for working. The second floor blocks most of the northern light, but I'll manage. I took Tommy down to the beach today, and you should have seen how excited he was. I wish I'd brought my camera. He kept looking back up at the house like he couldn't believe it was so small from down there. He seems to have taken to this place really well so far, which is such a load off our minds. We didn't know what to expect, but so far, so good. Anyway, let me know how things are going. Yours, Linda. Barb, how are
Hey,
things?
Mommy. Hey.
Did he just disappear? He was here. Did he see me? I'm confused. To choose this character's outcome, find the object in blue text and select it. You can continue exploring the house if you'd like to discover what other characters want to do. Characters' desired objects can be viewed by pressing tab. Search the house and her memories for more clues. Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, my man.
Let's see. Nice. Quit the game at any time. Your progress will automatically. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Memra? 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 Oh. Oh, there we go.
Are there any other kids?
We'll have to find out.
Are there any other kids?
So, I guess he's looking for kids his age. What about Linda? While possessing a light fixture, you can press E to make the light flicker. This will cause nearby characters to investigate the light fixture for a short period of time. Oh, cool. All right.
I'm faster. Meow.
Anything in his room? There we go. Cool. Oh, gotta read his thoughts for the final clue. Where'd you go? Where'd he go? Alright, here. Play Racing Roger.
Hey, Tommy.
Where is Linda? Not here. Oh, there's something there. There's a note on the door, I think. And, oh, there she is. Where'd she go?
Set up in the studio.
Come on. She has the smoky cloud, but I can't. Okay, there she goes. Explore memories. There we go. Alright.
I think we've done a good job of putting on happy faces for Tommy. If he knows there's something wrong, he's not showing it. We told him this is just a fun family vacation, and he seems to like it here so far. But this might be it for Dan and me. Neither one of us has said the word yet, but I know it's right there under the surface. We've been dancing around it. I can't even bring myself to write the word here. Writing it would be almost as bad as saying it, because once it's there, it becomes real, a thing we have to deal with. I'm not ready for that yet. We agreed to make this a fresh start. I meant it, I think he did too. Now we just have to treat each day like a new beginning.
Me too.
I promise.
Me too.
I promise.
Me too. Me too.
I promise. I promise.
Is that it? Search the house for more clues. It's just a note on the door. Yeah, now she's leaving the room. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Fuck! Damn it. Can a ghost get some peace?
I got it.
Here we go. Come on.
Come on, really?
Damn it.
Take another look later. How's my little man?
Kapla! Now everybody's in the fucking living room. Eh.
Hey,
Damn it. Oh, okay. Alright, they're leaving. I need him out of there, though.
oh
check
my
that
god,
yesterday.
the light again.
Damn it. She's gonna be able to see me. Yeah.
Check that out.
Alright.
He's not going. Son of a bitch.
Again?
Canvases, art store, anywhere in town, galleries or studios. Okay. Whoo! Can have a bottle of wine and hang out like we used to.
Alright.
Put that on the to-do list. Want to grab a bite later?
Yeah, we could do that.
Alright, so she wants a bottle of wine, he wants his notebook, and Tommy wants Racing Roger. Bottle of wine's right there. But then they'd be ignoring Tommy. Racing Roger. Let's see, that's probably upstairs in his room. Well, let's go with him. Choose Tommy's resolution for this chapter. Dan and Linda will be disappointed. However, if you discovered Dan or Linda's desired outcome and haven't spooked them, you'll be able to find a compromise with one of them in the next chapter. Press escape to continue playing or E to choose Tommy's outcome. Tommy's outcome? Yeah. Alright. Kaplans are asleep. Explore the house for clues about its past. And then whisper your decision to Dan. That's not creepy. Learning the desires of more than one character, you've earned the ability to find a compromise with any character you didn't spook in the previous chapter. You can only select one character for a compromise. Press tab to view possible compromises. Cool. Okay, so how do I choose the compromise? So they play games. Selecting the line will choose Linda's compromise for this chapter. You can only select one compromise per chapter. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so let's go whisper to Dan. It's not creepy at all. Freaky. Someone off on a good foot with Tommy. It was ecstatic when Dan knocked off early and set up a game of Racing Roger on the coffee table. They laughed and played for 2 hours, and Dan made sure to let Tommy win most of the time. It was a happy start to Tommy's summer. Nice. The next night, Linda decided to have a bottle of wine herself after giving up hope that Dan would take a night off for them to catch up. She was a glass and a half into the bottle when he surprised her by coming down to help her finish it, and though they didn't get the whole night together, it was better than another evening apart. Dan couldn't get past his writer's block. He laid awake for 3 nights trying to think of a way out of his jam, but he couldn't come up with one. He had to stay on schedule, so he forced himself to write a scene just to keep moving. He hated each word as he typed it, but he had no choice. I thought that would help cure his writer's block, that he spent some time with the family and didn't think about it. I don't know. Linda got a letter in the... In the what? We'll never know.
Big news, Barb. I'm putting on a show. Can you believe it? I've already got butterflies. It's been so long. I'm glad it's a small gallery so I can ease my way back into things a bit. And I want to do it right. I'd forgotten how much work goes into things that aren't painting when it's time to put on a gallery. You know I could never stand all the logistical rigmarole. Plus I have a piece I really want to finish before the show. So much to do. I want to take it seriously and go through the whole process, though, because if the show goes well, who knows? Hope to hear from you, and hope you can come, of course. Yours always, Linda.
Nobody's around, nobody's around, nobody's around. Mr. Kaplan, we're thrilled to be exhibiting your work Thursday. I know this all came together a little last minute, but our secretary is the only part-time, and she sometimes gets... Oh, Mrs. Kaplan. And she sometimes gets behind. I've sent along some forms and samples for the ad we plan to run in this week's paper. I know it's probably the last thing you want to worry about right now, but what's the point of putting on a show if no one knows about it? Anyhow, I know this is all a bit hectic, but while we might be small, we have a lot of heart, and we're very excited about your show. Nicole Adams, Westlake Gallery. Mike Lowry in the gallery. There's a picture. What? I hope I didn't spook him. Spooget. Spooget. Spooked him. Oh! He didn't see me. He didn't see me. That was fucking close. Alright, I think I'm gonna let Dan have this one.
Cool. Can we go?
Right down there.
Or maybe we'll always give Tommy what he wants, and we'll alternate between Dan and Linda. As long as I don't spook him. A spookette. Oh, she's got a gallery. Michael Lowry in the gallery. All right. Whoop. It's just.
What is it, Mommy?
I don't know yet, honey.
Okay.
I knew we should have eaten something with the wine last night. My head is killing me. It would have been worse if Dan hadn't come down to help me finish it, though. I didn't expect to see him, but he does have a way of surprising people. I wish we'd had a full night together, but maybe we can do that soon. I'm glad we got even a little time to catch up. We only got through the first side of the record, but we talked about the studio and my new painting, which was nice. It's good to know he's at least trying.
Alright, that's 3 of 3 for Lindy. Oh, is that a piece of paper I could read? Damn it. Oh, that was close. Paul called. Again, are you going to call him back? Lynn.
Hey, honey. How's it
Ooh,
going?
bishop. Anything in the bathroom? Nothing in the bathroom. Okay. Search the house for more clothes. Search the house for more clothes. The Literary Register, May edition. Inside the Book of Summer, Adam Squares. The interview, America's top small-run publisher.
It just never stops. Every time I plot something I think will hold together, it falls to pieces. This thing was supposed to be done months ago, but the further I get, the harder it is to make it all work. Nothing's ever as simple as it seems at first. I'll think about a problem for days, finally come up with a fix, and then realize it breaks something somewhere else. I can barely hold all the threads together. Sometimes this thing just feels too big for me and I want to burn it and walk away. But what else would I do? And the deadlines don't help either. I can't think harder or faster. This stuff comes when it comes, and getting stressed out about it just makes it harder to get the words down. Like right now, I'm writing about the thing instead of working on the thing. Damn it, Dan, get to work.
Damn it, Dan in real life. Rap draft, Saturday, fam day, Sunday, dialogue pass, fix Alice. Revisions when? Alright. Got Dan pretty much figured out. Gotta work on Linda. She's... Oh, alright. That's the time. Go! Fucking get out of there.
Paul. Hey man, if I'd known my letter would set you off like that, I wouldn't have written. My fault. Let's both just calm down. I see now that it was stupid to ask if you knew any art agents. That's like you asking me if I know any professional sculptors. Dumb question, point taken. But believe me, no one's more worried about the schedule than I am. I think about it every day. I can't get away from it. Most nights I start thinking about it and can't stop. My heart starts beating out of control and I have to get up and try to work just to calm down. I'm not slacking off, man. I shouldn't have made you think I was focused on anything else. I'll get everything sorted out. Seriously. Dan.
Damn it, Dan. Can I go in there? Is there any reason to go in there? Oh, there's a reason. There's something on there. In arts and entertainment news, the Westlake Gallery has announced a show by visiting artist Linda Kaplan. Resident of Laurenton, Miss Kaplan is visiting the coast with her family and has completed a new series that she describes as an expression of restrained emotion using society's imposition on nature as a lens. Oh my god. Details of the show will be forthcoming. Local art enthusiasts will be doubly pleased and doubly pleased to learn that the community center will be something. Alright, so I gotta read Lynn's thoughts. Or Thinda's lots. Oh, that's another picture. Okay, so oh, that's right. I was gonna do Dan and Tommy this time. Where did Dan go? Oh, he's typing away. Which is downstairs? Yes? No? I can't recall. Or is it right there? Yeah, it's right there.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. Did I spook him?
Hey, what's wrong?
Writer's block turned into writer's fog or something like that. I never found my notebook. I guess it's just gone. Did we lose it in the move? Leave it at home? I ended up having Alice find out about Scott and Sarah by overhearing a phone call. It's awful. Having Alice eavesdrop on them completely kills the sympathy I've been trying to build for her. What a junk solution. But I had to get something down and move on. I guess that was it. Hopefully I can come back and fix it later.
Okay. Is that it? Found everything. Alright. Cool. Memory.
Huh? Hey,
Oh!
how's it going?
Alright. Ah, fuck. Did I fucking spook her? She did say, huh? Damn it. There we go. Where is Tommy? There he is. Take my bucket to the beach with Daddy. Alright, so I gotta find bucket. Bucket is right there. And then we'll do the Dan compromise too. I gotta find out what Dan wants. Probably wants that fucking notebook still. One track mind, this guy. Chained myself to the typewriter to me. Oh my god. Well, can we compromise? I don't think you can compromise with that. And what does Linda want? Where is Linda? Oh, in her art space? Whoa. Nope, here's Tommy. Oh, is that another thing? Tommy, alright. Enough's enough with the car. I need the space, buddy.
Again? I just fixed it.
Tommy. Tommy! Tommy boy! Thanks.
Has it been 5 years already? I still remember the thought that blindsided me when I saw Tommy for the first time. He's my new creative work. TJ gave me such a look when I told her I was going to cut back on my painting, but she doesn't have any kids, so there's no way she could understand. It's hard to top creating an entire person. Maybe she thought Dan told me I had to stay home. That would have been a very short conversation. Still, I can't ignore the fact that it's time to figure out what on hold means. What would it look like to go back full time? Do I want to? Check that out later.
Alright, so... Tommy with the Dan compromise. There's the fucking bucket.
Oh my god, the light again.
However, if you discover Dan or Linda's desired outcome and haven't spooked them, you'll be able to find a compromise with one of them. Cool. Tommy all the way. White Ranger, bro. And Dan was typewriter. Choose Dan's compromise for this chapter. Yeah. Okay. Spoil the house, then whisper your choice to Dan. Alright. Oh, Danny! Nah, that's cool. Nice. Cool. Winning. Oh. Sorry, Linda. You got the night before. Now you get the next one. Tommy continued to struggle. Alright. So I guess the way they wanted you to do it was Dan first night, then then Linda the second night, and then Tommy the third night. I'm kind of fucking it up, but it's all about the kids. I mean, come on. That's just perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal for some children to fall behind in a specific area. Tommy may be struggling with reading comprehension, but his verbal and visual abilities are excellent. That said, he won't catch up on his own. He will need support from both of you. I recommend that you do the attached exercises with Tommy every weekday morning for 1 to 2 hours. He'll be unable to focus exclusively for these 2 straight hours, so you'll need to take intermittent breaks, but use your judgment and stay with it as long as you feel he can stay engaged. I suggest that you do your sessions in the morning before he tires himself out and becomes distracted. Feel confident that with the supportive environment and dedicated exercise, he will catch up to the other children in his class. Please be in touch if you have any questions. Donald Samuels. Okay, there's one thing out of the way.
Sorry it's been so long since I've written. Things have been hectic around here, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get things back on track. I don't really want to get into it, but we're getting pulled in a lot of different directions right now. Nothing hurtful, just competing priorities, I guess. Although those can get worse and worse over time. I mean, Dan and I, before we got up here, we'd started to drift. Look at that. I said I didn't want to get into it, and I did anyway. Enough about me. Please tell me you're doing well, and I hope this doesn't stress you out too much. I promise to write a happier letter soon. Yours always, Linda.
Is that her sister? I can't tell. I don't know. Okay. Nothing here.
Now...
Oh, damn it.
We barely talked yesterday.
Wow, you're right. I guess we've just been so busy.
And where... I thought I heard a third one. Upstairs, maybe? Oh, there we go.
Just got back from the show, if you can even call it that. I didn't sell a single piece, which isn't a surprise given the turnout. I know Dan had other things on his mind, but I told him how important it was to me. It was such a good opportunity to figure out what I want to do when we get back home, too. But I can't make up my mind based on such a half-hearted exhibit. Was that Dan's way of telling me he's not ready for me to go back? I don't want to read too much into it, at least not so soon, but it's really hard not to.
Okay.
Good, alright.
Exit.
Maybe like...
It's a cool concept for a game. It's really just all about the story. These little parts in between are cool, but pretty simple.
Honey, listen to me. You are smart.
Will it make me smarter? Then it goes like...
She didn't see me. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Quick.
Dan and I had a good conversation today. Well, we'll have to wait and see if it was actually good, but I feel like I got my point across about family time. We've been getting a little frayed on the little things lately, and it reminded me of something Anne said one time. Love is a behavior, not an emotion. If something's important to you, you show it with your actions. We weren't doing so well with that before we got here. I told Dan my idea. I want us all to eat together at 7 every night, with family time after that. Tommy's wiped out by 8:30, so we'd get a solid hour and a half as a family, and then Dan and I could have the rest of the night to ourselves. And I think 7's a reasonable request. The rest of the working world knocks off at 5, right? It doesn't really matter what we do with the time, just that we spend it together. It's easy to make excuses when you've got a lot going on, which is why patterns help. I hope he feels the same way.
Looking good, my man.
Thank you.
Get out of here, my man. Please. Really want to see that note on the wall. Thanks.
What's wrong with it?
Fuck.
Why does it keep doing that?
I don't know. It's a mystery. Tuesday movie night. Check channel guide, or maybe going to town. Family dinner. 2 old-fashioned picnic. Farmer's market. So she wants a family night. That's cute. Single unattached writer's guide. 10 to write. 2 to 3 eat and sleep. Eat and step away. 3 to 7 write. 7 to 8 eat. 8 to 10 decompress, edit, and life. Wrenches. Tommy till 11. Knock off at 7. What?
Alan, this letter might come from out of the blue, but do you remember when you told me about Bobby falling behind on reading? Looks like we're there with Tommy. We knew he was struggling when we came up here, but his teacher gave us a list of books for him to work on over the break and said we should see how he responded to the change in environment. She gave us a few sample readings and told us to keep an eye on how he was grasping the concepts. Tommy still isn't there, and long story short, the pediatrician in town knows a specialist who gave us some exercises to try. They seem pretty straightforward, but I wanted to write and see if you had any tips that helped you guys with Bobby. Damn. Just realized I didn't even ask how you've been. Sorry. This stuff is just a lot to think about. Damn.
Okay. Anything else on the walls? Nothing. Nothing. Go. There he is. Lonnie book every morning. Okay. So where is Linda? Read her thoughts for the final clue. Search the house for more on Dan. Let's go to his room real quick. Even though I'm not going to do his outcome, I just want to make sure I get everything.
Time. This would all be easier if I didn't ever have to sleep. Last night after Linda went to bed, I spent some time, there's that word again, trying to make everything fit. I even drew up a little chart. The math is simple. It doesn't work. Technically, I could still get in 8 hours, assuming I don't eat or need to do anything that's not writing. But what about letters, reading, dealing with Paul? Hell, what about doing the dishes or taking out the trash? Not to mention the knocking off for the day isn't like flipping off a switch. It takes time to crawl out of my head and start functioning like a normal person again. and I can't just split it up into smaller chunks. Sometimes it takes an hour of false starts just to get going on anything usable, and stopping just sends the whole process right back to square one. Something's got to give.
Okay, got all Dan's. So, just gotta find Dan and Linda, and then find the book for Tommy.
A little bit.
Around the table. Okay. I gotta go into memory. Okay.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
In here. In the bathroom. That's where the greatest mysteries happen.
I think the rough draft was just enough to keep Paul off me a little longer. I hated sending it to him like that, but it was way better than sending nothing. At least I can prove I was working and that things are moving forward. He seemed to like the ideas that were there, though of course he had a lot of feedback. Fair enough. It was a rough draft, and I can't imagine the hell it would have caught if I'd sent him an empty envelope.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty selfish of Dan. I know he's got to get his shit done, but the other things seem like things that definitely need to be done. The Lonnie book and family time. Okay, so gotta find the Lonnie book. Of course, it's Tommy. Tommy comes first, and Linda gets the compromise. So where's the Lonnie book? Nope. Those are the Lonnie jeans. Oh, damn it!
Wait, what?
Fucking Dan spotted me. Well, at least I'm not doing his. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Where's the Lonnie book? I thought it would be in his room. Have you seen it?
What's up?
If I...
Dan and I had a good...
Where'd you put the Lonnie book, kid? Come on. Is that it? On the table right there? Let's
out.
Maybe it's in their room? Yep. Yes. Family should have dinner around the table every night. This table? This table. Oh, what are you? Okay, sure. Yes. Cool. Oh. I always forget about the creepy whisper. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time with your family. Dan didn't want Tommy to start another school year behind, so he committed to helping the little man for 2 hours every morning. Having both of his parents there helped Tommy's confidence as much as his reading. The morning practices became an event to look forward to. Nice. Dan couldn't find the time to knock off completely at 7 every night, but he agreed to have dinner at the table each night before heading back to work. Linda and Tommy missed him after dinner with the sound of his typewriter, the only sign he was even in the house, but they were glad for the time they did get at the table. Dan couldn't figure out a way to please everyone and still make room for the time and focus he needed to write. He was able to compromise and fit in one unbroken session each day, but for the rest of the day he worked around his family commitments and tried to make the most of their shorter sessions. Blah, 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 blah. Nice. And that's how the Kaplan's first month at the house on the cliff came to an end. Nice. Dan sent what he had so far to Paul. It went badly. Dan knew the work wasn't very good, and Paul echoed that judgment. He promised to keep the news from Groverfield for the time being, but told Dan that without a proper blah blah blah. So he still kept his job. A few nights later, Dan and Linda got a babysitter and went out for a date, but they both felt like they were going through the motions and could barely carry a conversation. They knew their first month at the house hadn't gone well, and their trip wasn't saving their marriage as they'd hoped, but could have been a pleasant night. Awkward, blah, 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 blah. Well, let's hope Tommy's good. So we spent everything on Tommy. Next day, Dan made good on a promise to take Tommy into the woods and look for arrowheads. Dan had researched local tribes and regarded Tommy with regaled blah, blah, blah. Dirty looking at arrowheads, decided they stayed until sunset laughing, digging. Yeah, alright, cool. So, Tommy had fun. That's all that matters. They still had 2 more months on the coast, and their story was just beginning. Well, that's cool. I wanted to end it after that that little session anyway. That worked out pretty nice. So yeah, it's perfect timing. It was only okay, whatever. It's only about 5 minutes over an hour, so well done, folks. It's a fun little game. I highly recommend it. It was a pretty cool story. It's cool how they give you. It's like a choose your own adventure book, and we went kid all the way, which is what you should do if you're a parent. Go kids all the way, and try and maintain. Hang on to yourself as well. But if you, especially if you're struggling like that with your marriage and finding time for your individual shit, if you spend time with your kid together, you might come together. It just might happen. I mean, just do what you want, but don't do what you want based off a video game. Do what you want off of doing what's right. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow or subscribe depending on where you're watching, but no matter where you're watching, turn on those notifications because I mostly run late at night. Mostly. Those notifications will let you know when I'm streaming or when I'm posting a new video. Check out my Twitch, check out my YouTube. Usernames both spelled the same. Tomorrow night's game is shit. Did we totally miss No More Room in Hell, or did they take it off? Like something happened there, because it's not in my library. I'll have to check that out. That's upsetting, because that's the first game where I met Costa. But anyway, tomorrow night's game is, I think, Novelist, which is one of those 99-cent games. So it should be a lot of fun. Thank you guys yet again. I will catch you tomorrow. See ya. Woo.